Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge and we are back today with a quick overview in regards to my high score that I've achieved, here being the high score of 2,078,000. Top rank, the top 5,000 right now, but that's likely going to change if I don't push it higher. But I mean, I'm pretty comfortable even as it is. But in today's video, I wanted to showcase for you guys, more specifically, I have made already node guides from nodes 5 to nodes 10. But for this video, really going through the Scourges to help me achieve this high score on difficulty 8, as well as showing you guys kind of my attack history and the strategy of each node on a high level. Overall is very straightforward, guys, but I know this question has been asked quite a few times, just going through the Scourges. So I'll kind of walk you through what I selected for Scourges. There potentially could be some adjustments that we can make for sure, but I did want to maximize some of these bigger ones. And there likely will be another attempt here where I go higher, but this is a very conservative mode here to really capitalize a good amount of score, especially hitting the 2 million, and can put you in a pretty good spot in terms of getting a mixture of the red stars as well as Archangel shards. That's it, guys. Let's dive right into it. I'm going to start from the bottom up because all the points are kind of numerically categorized. So more points are on the lower of these Scourges being placed, and I do highly recommend them because they're going to be adding more to your overall score and therefore translating to a higher chance of getting more shards potentially. That said, Vow Resurgence 2, which is on enemy turn to gain minor offense up, wasn't a big deal. It gave us a hefty 30 points. I found that was really nice. When an enemy character has taunt for Vanguard, all other enemies gain 15,000 armor. I found this one was not bad as well, especially with a lot of the difficulty 8 being quite feasible if your team is built up in that 607k range. And I found that this was more than feasible enough. You know, things like Strong Opener where enemies can gain immunity, that could be a difference maker in terms of you being able to, you know, put some negative conditions on. So that's why I ignored that one. But let me know what you guys think also in the comments below if there's certain Scourges that you think you would recommend as well. Obviously, we have to recommend these 3 minion ones: Rise Anew, Super Soldier Serum, and Undead Swarms. Although it gives the enemy minions a lot of benefits, it helps us so much in the initial 2 nodes, for nodes 1 and 2 with the minions, that this is a no-brainer and easy addition for the Scourge, overall pumping up your score. I did not add zombification or energy absorption just because I found that this benefited enemies quite a bit. You may be able to get away with zombification if you're careful enough that you can take them down before they gain the revive, but you know, getting death proof makes it really hard to kill as well. So the next one I have here is Butterfly Effect. When you have a fortifier character using an ultimate ability, you do spread positive buffs on that character to adjacent allies. Now, I don't think this was used often in my Scourges, but I love the fact that it added an extra hefty 20 points, and it really does only benefit fortifier characters, which are quite limited in the Scourge runs anyway, so that was really good. We also have this other one that's called Look At Me. On an enemy fortifier spawn, they gain taunt. Again, there's only so many fortifier characters, so I feel like these two are just freebies for us, having the 40 points right there, and it makes a notable addition to the points, right? In the past, I used to use Bleed or 2 as well. When a non-minion player character takes damage, they gain Bleed. But I found if you don't have a cleanser on your team, this can definitely quickly add up. So that's something to consider for sure, guys. And then the next one I have here is Weaken. Non-player character healing is reduced by 20%. I found that this was usually not a factor. And it was a nice extra bump in 12 points, so that was really huge there. We have Unstoppable Force. On enemy strikers, they gain 5% barrier and flip offense down. Good 12 points, and again, there's only so many strikers in the Scourge run as well, so I found the value and the payoff was really good for that. And then the next one we have here is Life After Death. On an enemy healer death, all enemies gain regen. So this one could help them potentially, but it was regen, and if you did enough damage, you can still wipe them out even without the added benefit. And I think, let's see if there's anything else here. I think that was it, guys. So that one gave me like 200 points. So definitely think some things for sure I can add into it. But, you know, this is what I found to be conservative. A very clean run of 200 Scourge. Give it a shot. Let me know what you guys think, because even if you do this in the lower difficulties, like difficulty 7, that's 1.16 million. That can hit all the milestones. Level 6, it's 816. So I mean, it's a really good balance, guys. Let me know what you think for sure in terms of how it feels, and then we can always add accordingly, make adjustments to add more of these points. That said, guys, let's now dive into each of the node gameplay for the respective nodes, because I do want to show you guys you know, what I use for each node leading up to the final node. So nodes 1, nodes 2, definitely one of the most controversial sections that we've ever seen in a Scourge run. But as you can see, that synergy of the Ravagers with the 2 respective mercenaries being Lieutenant and Riot Guard absolutely devastated these new nodes for me, guys. I was able to actually just auto and go ahead and actually step away from the phone. Did the job just well. Nobody ever went down, and I found they just did an exceptional job for these nodes. Highly recommend. I've heard other successes as well with the aim team. So there's a lot of different combinations you can utilize for sure. So don't think this is one and done, guys. But I definitely highly recommend the Ravagers if you have them handy. Next up, we have nodes 3 here, and similar story, guys. My young Avengers were already built up really good, so I actually just threw them in there, and I also hit auto too. So that's why I know that the potential for the score can be higher, because these are teams that I utilized from previous Scourges. I highly recommend young Avengers because we already need them fully invested for the Famine Scourge as well. So this is a team that you can already build on and can be utilized in multiple Scourges. That said, a great team to invest in for sure. Node 4 still requiring heroes as well. I just doing this mixture of the Eternals with Shang-Chi, Rogue, and Gambit. Worked really well, but then when I did another run of it, just curiosity, the Young Avengers can also auto this node as well. So I mean, you can honestly get away with Young Avengers nodes 3 and 4, but this is a sample mixture that got the job done, and they were exceptional as well. A great opportunity if you wanted to build up Gambit's ultimate, but I found that him being weakened in HP didn't help later on, so I had to rerun it later on anyway. So just a little bit food for thought, guys. Nodes 5, I was able to do this with the Bionic Avengers, but in my video guide I made, I did actually swap out Iron Man for Shuri, and that is the better combination, guys. So again, this one you can still get the job done with Bionic in one shot, but they're not going to be at a good HP level to enter into Node 10. So I highly urge you guys, I'll put it in the link in the description below, so that way you can have links to all those nodes. But Shuri in opting place of Iron Man is a better combination for this attempt here, but you can still one-shot the whole thing, as well as making sure that they're in a good HP level before Node 10. Node 6, I did also make a video on this as well, guys. So this is the Unlimited X-Men team. There's no need to invest in any other folks besides the Unlimited X-Men plus Emma Frost and Beast. They both really do a great job exceptionally, especially with the Unlimited X-Men team having so much synergy even without their key player in Rogue as the legendary character. So I still think that these two nodes for Node 6 and Node 7 were difficult, but can get the job done with these respective characters. With Node 7 respectively, the only difference is that I did use a burner team, the remnants of my Astonishing X-Men, just throwing in there to utilize some of those enemies' abilities. But other than that, it's still easy cleanup with the Unlimited X-Men plus Beast. Nodes 8, Nodes 9, just a full-blown legendary team. Likely players won't have a hard time, but the attack order is important. Again, I'll have that in the link description below for you guys to reference, but there's still a little bit of strategy involved to target the right enemies, but otherwise we're utilizing some of the best characters in the game, so that's absolutely huge. And then next up, Nodes 10, we wrap things up here with my actual Bionic Avengers from scratch, and I'm gonna have that link for you guys too, because it's really important to see that gameplay for sure. And let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. That's my full run through to achieve the 2 million points with these given Scourges. Thank you as always, you guys. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Hoping that this helps you guys at least kind of be able to visually see which teams were feasible, but as well, at the end of the day, we still have lots of time to gear up these guys and anticipate and try to push as high as we can for these Archangel shards. Good luck in your guys' Scourge run as well. Thank you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.